Hey guys, it's Powered Up Micah and welcome to the next part of We Play. Today we are doing Pose Me. Now this minigame is heavily based off of motion controls, the pointer to be exact. Now, your me will take on different poses and you have to fit into the bubbles, matching up the specific pattern. Now, there's two types of bubbles, regular bubbles and then rainbow bubbles, but we'll get to the rainbow bubbles later. You gotta tilt and turn your Wii remote to match the poses. It reminds me of Hole in the Wall, that game show. I think this might have been around the same time, but I don't know. For every stage you clear without dropping any bubbles, you'll earn a perfect bonus. First level is 5, second is 10, third is 15, and so on. It goes up by 5. But what makes the game tricky is the bubbles start going faster. But the first few levels are pretty basic. They help you get into the controls. But that pose, the one in the center that we're doing, it reminds me of the T pose with 3D models. But the one thing that's notable about Pose Me is the backgrounds are like these very nice photography, like nature photography. It's pretty interesting. Now, the bubbles, they'll spawn from anywhere on the screen, so you gotta be quick with the remote. Now, the levels do get more intense, like as they would, like a lot of mini games, like most of the mini games here. And I dropped the bubble. Your me will start literally spazzing out. Drop the bubble, which I think looks pretty silly. Level cleared. Now, if you drop a single bubble, no, you get no perfect bonus. Now, you switch poses in certain levels. You have to go from different poses, and this is where I usually mess up and start to choke. Now with the rainbow bubbles, they'll freeze all the bubbles on screen until they're all cleared away. Or if you don't get them, or the bubbles, well, you get a certain amount of time. I think those are a great feature. They help make the game easier, I believe. Now, the bubbles start flowing faster. The game does get trickier, but the perfect bonus, I think it's really nice. You help earn more points, but if you mess up one time, it's pretty much you lose your you pretty much lose points. I've never been too skilled at this minigame. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but well, I'm still playing it for the sake of this Let's Play. And the bubbles are spawning near the line. Excellent! Perfect! I really enjoy that perfect bonus. But I also enjoy the beautiful nature photos in the background. Animals and nature in general. And the bubbles in this level start to curve. Yeah, it's heavily based off of the Wii Remote's pointer. Pretty heavily based for motion controls. Oh, and I got really lucky right there. That's probably the luckiest I've ever gotten in Wii Play. One more frame and I probably would have dropped the bubble like I did right there. But whenever you drop a bubble, you'll go straight back to the level. But I gotta admit, I do find it pretty hilarious when your me starts spazzing out. Oh no, I dropped a bubble! I'm gonna have to look up how many levels there are. I've never gotten super far into the game. But I don't know if it has like 100 levels. I don't think it has I believe tanks and Find Me does. But, well, I do believe it goes on for a good chunk of time, while other games are a couple minutes. But since I didn't get super far, I'm not gonna show everything. Posing. Perfect bonus. Yeah, even if you lose a perfect bonus on one stage, but then the next stage, you'll still be able to get it if you get the next stage perfect. And then in level 8, almost a million bubbles form, seemingly. It's hard to see. I had to freeze everything with the rainbow bubble, which I will admit does make it better. And the level just keeps spamming bubbles at you, which is pretty chaotic. And like all minigames, it's been my first time playing. I've never was able to get a platinum medal on this game, back when on my original save file before I transferred everything. But when it comes to like the game transfers, I feel like I barely lost anything. Like, sure, I might have lost all my medals, but they're easy to get back. And now the bubbles are upside down, and that means you have to hold your Wii remote upside down. Now, I could only get so far. And anyways, I wasn't quick enough, and I dropped my last bubble. Only 4 points away from 500. But I think that's the best I've ever done out of all the years I've had this game. And it was enough to earn us a silver medal, which is not the worst, but okay. Well, see you all in the next part, and bye-bye.